Good morning. Day whatever, April whatever. There's pretty much still a lot of condensation on the tent in the morning. I got up last night, probably like 2, and then wiped everything down. And there's my my rag soaked. We're gonna take a look at this sunrise though. Get up here. Well, I guess I missed sunrise. It's up. Real wet. Not raining, just wet. So it's 8 o'clock, which isn't too bad. But I'd really like to be hiking at about 7. It's just hard to get up when it's cold and wet and damp. And that means everything else cold, wet, and damp when you get started. So, I don't know, trying to wake up later or letting myself sleep in and wake up later, shit's not going to get dry. It's just not going to dry out anyways until like 10, which is my experience, which is way too late. So it's just packing things up damp and then getting to dry out later, which is a pain in the ass. It's supposed to rain tonight, tomorrow, and like the next 2 or 3 days, so just better get used to being wet, I think. So just an amazing way to wake up. So I was just getting out breakfast and snacks, getting ready to pack up and go hiking. I had my first hiker from town must be walk through, but I've been hearing a turkey behind me. I got one. I was hoping that he didn't scare him away. I don't scare him away. See if he comes out. It's like 9:30 right now. No turkeys came out. There's another hiker that came through. I usually pack up my bag with everything that I can before I take my tent down now, just to make sure it dries out. Usually from condensation or frost at this point. Then I roll everything up in the ground cloth and strap it to the back of my bag so I can dry it out if need to. So here's 2 more hikers come up here, and this is Turtle and Pup and Miss Puerto Rico. So here comes the 16-year-old dog. But I'm still drying stuff out. I'm gonna break camp down and roll stuff up and then get out walking. So I'm ready to roll. It's a little bit late. Wanted to put it anywhere from 20 to 20 plus, 25 if I could today. So we're gonna try to do that still. The dog down there stopped. I don't know what's going on. But we're the quarter point of Georgia to Maine. So as of right now, 1 quarter way. I'm with Lighthouse. We've been hanging out talking about prepping and post-apocalyptic journeys. That's 3 quarters from Maine to Georgia. All right, we're gonna keep on hiking and talking about the preparation and what we're gonna do in case something happens. That's it. So officially the quarter marker, 1 quarter. It's kind of a little cooler. Did run into Pup and Turtle again and Miss Puerto Rico, but didn't want to turn the camera on. Didn't want to be awkward and whatnot. But they were talking about going to the next stop or hostel or whatever it is. They're staying someplace tonight because it was supposed to rain. But it's calling for rain for the next like 3 or 4 days. So whatever. Hopefully it holds off till camp is set up. I just looked at the app or map, and it looks like the spot I was aiming for is still 15 miles out from right now. So it's 1 o'clock, feasible. It's been a relatively uphill most of the morning, so it's just started to going down, and hope more of it like this if I want to make those 15 miles easy. I'll keep you guys updated if anything interesting comes about, or I meet up with anybody that I haven't met on trail yet. Sounds like a good time, but we're gonna keep going.
Are you doing a video blog?
Yeah, yeah.
I am too.
Little barn up there, lovers.
Here, you mind if I get a picture of you?
No, not at all, man.
I'm doing a video blog too.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I am currently hanging out at, it's not, there it is, Not Maul Branch Shelter. K-N-O-T, not Maul. M-A-U-L, Not Maul Branch Shelter. It is currently 3:38 and it's raining. So we stepped in here to have lunch, which I just finished. And I was waiting for the rain to stop. I just met Diving Swan from Albany, New York. And he forgot his fuel canister. He just started back up on trail after the loss of a family member and has been off for 3 weeks. So I gave him the remaining fuel in my can, and I had a little can that I bought the other day at the outfitter. So I got rid of one that's almost empty, don't have to carry it, and I'm onto my new can. But I'm gonna hang out here a little bit longer. He's trying to get a shuttle at the next gap or see if he can resupply at the next hostel. I said I'd at least be looking to maybe get to the next shelter, which is still 11 miles away. Or did he say 9? Anyways, it's going to be a couple more hours of hiking in the rain and probably setting up in the rain. We're staying here. And staying here doesn't get me any further ahead, so I'll probably be resting for a few minutes and then taking off. I'll let you know what happens. Okay. Shelter to the north is 9 miles. That's what we're heading for. So I just crossed paths. I was getting water and just crossed paths with Morning Glory, who's been traveling with North Star and P3 and a bunch of other people. But anyways, he was slack packing going southbound, and I kind of called him, not called him on it, but just called it out, and he's like, yeah, you 3 other people are doing it. It's 27 miles, and if you complete it, which I'm not really sure what that meant, you get a cake. So I wonder if North Star is doing that too. He didn't seem to say who it was, but he said 2 other people. So I'm wondering who else I might run into and keep you guys updated. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can see that through the rain covered lens, but the bridge ahead, hikers wishing to Ford Lick Creek should use caution and common sense in the event of heavy rain. Be prepared to wait for the creek's depth to return to safe travel or safe level before crossing it or backtrack. So the footbridge is washed out. I'll take a look at it. It's in pretty rough shape. So I think at this point, what I have to do is take my socks and shoes off and somehow get across this. So we're gonna look for maybe a shallower side. A rope with a tether on it, I guess we could use. Socks and shoes are off. Oh man, hurts already. Whew. Oh man, that kind of feels good. Oh, don't step on the big ones because they're slippery. Apparently it gets pretty deep around here. All right, you did it. Your bandana, because it's good for everything from blowing your nose to wiping your sweat to drying your feet. Socks and shoes back on. Sort of dry. If it's any colder, that would be miserable. All right, see you later, Ford Creek, river, stream. Well, it's been raining for at least 3 or 4 hours. I haven't found a place to camp yet. I might as well be out hiking around. It's better than sitting in a wet tent. But I am looking for camp here relatively soon. 0.8, a little less than a mile. Alright, there's a tent site up there. I don't know if you can see the blue tent through here, but I found this rhododendron. It's pretty big. It's got some cover from the rain, so I'm going to set up under here on this little flat spot, clear it out a little bit, and hunker down for the night and make this home. So I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. It's still raining. I was able to set up camp underneath these rhododendrons and kind of keep some of the weather off me. Pretty much everything's wet except for my base layers and my puffy that I had in a dry sack, and my sleeping bag that I had in a contractor's bag. So in that stuff now, everything else is kind of just sitting around me, and you know, I don't think it's going to dry out tomorrow, so tomorrow's going to be interesting, waking up and putting on wet clothes and wet shoes and socks. And they are in socks and stuff, and my shirt and shorts are in the bottom of my foot box. I did cover this, and I put myself inside my contractor's bag that was inside my pack, and I'm hoping that will keep kind of some of my body heat in and help dry those clothes out. So we'll see. Until tomorrow, see you guys then.